Hi guys, it's Spider. Today I'm gonna be doing a video movie review of Spider-Man Homecoming because a few of my friends said that I should. I'm gonna try to be as nice as possible, no promises. Am I supposed to keep the mask on? I'm not wearing makeup, so let's keep it on. My expectations for Spider-Man Homecoming were pretty high. It got 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, but that's like a percent higher than Wonder Woman was. I thought Wonder Woman was amazing. Magic! I think the best thing about Spider-Man Homecoming was all of the 90s, 80s references that they had in the movie. I'm a huge fan of 80s movies. A lot of the DVDs in my collection include The Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 16 Candles, Pretty in Pink, Say Anything. John Watts, the director of Spider-Man Homecoming, did a good job in making the movie feel like a coming-of-age movie. I think it's something that today's generation really needs since they don't have the kind of 80s movies that I had growing up. Unfortunately, I also feel like I'm too old to appreciate it at this point. Someone asked me if I liked the movie and I said people from his generation would probably like it. What I mean by that is that it's a very high schooly movie. It's when I watched Breakfast Club and Ferris Bueller, I was a teenager, so I could relate to them. I could no longer relate so much to Spider-Man Homecoming because I am older. That doesn't go to say that it's a bad movie, it just means that I'm probably not the target market. In case you are a fan of 80s movies though, you will see a ton of references that I absolutely love. There's this part where Spider-Man is running across Queens, similar to a scene in Ferris Bueller where Ferris Bueller is trying to get home before his sister does and before he gets caught. On that note, make sure you watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Very, very, very last credit scene, not the first credit. There are two credit scenes. The last credit scene is also very similar to the credit scene of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If we're gonna talk about Tom Holland though, Tom Holland is ace. I love Tom Holland. I still prefer Tobey Maguire because, as I said, he was the Spider-Man that I grew up with. But I did like Tom Holland better than Andrew Garfield, and I also think that he did the role justice. Tom Holland is a great Spider-Man, but Tobey Maguire was an amazing Peter Parker. With Tom Holland, I didn't feel how nerdy Peter Parker was. Peter Parker's supposed to be a genius, and yeah, sure, Tom Holland is part of like the decathlon or whatever, but you know, it was more like a Mean Girls decathlon than a Peter Parker decathlon. He didn't really get to showcase his nerdiness or his creativity. They could have done so much more with his character. Some people have been complaining about Tom Holland's age and how 15 years old is too young to be Spider-Man, but Spider-Man has always been a high school student. That's what made him so relatable to begin with. He was a high school student struggling with teenage problems the same way as any teenager would. I think that's why Spider-Man does so well with the younger crowd. I also think people forget that he's a high school student because Tobey Maguire was actually pretty old when he was cast in Spider-Man. Back in the day, Hollywood liked to cast older people in high school roles. Remember Dawson's Creek? Those guys were old as fuck, but they were supposed to be high school students. And the same happened with Tobey Maguire. Can we please remember how Flash was played by that Magic Mike guy, Joe I don't even want to try to pronounce his last name. But that guy was played by, he played Flash in Tobey's Spider-Man, and he was the perfect Flash because Flash is supposed to be a jock. He's supposed to be a big bully. Again, stereotype, but I don't care. And the Flash in this one just didn't work for me. I felt like he would be the type of guy that I would have bullied in high school. If I were a bully, I wasn't a bully. Michael Keaton, on the other hand, was perfect for the role of Vulture. He's great as Vulture, he's great outside of Vulture. He plays a great family guy, and yet he also plays a great villain. He's scary as shit in that scene in the car. I like how there's this part where... can I spoil things? Oh my god, I don't want to spoil things. Okay, there's a scene... Oh my god, I can't. I can't do this without spoilers. I'm so sorry. Um, the ferry scene, in the ferry scene, ugh, how do I do this without spoilers? Help me. Okay, in the comics, Aunt May is old, but I feel like her age wasn't really important, so the fact that they made her hot didn't bother me as much as Miss Grundy being hot in Riverdale did. I think it works, and she's very tita. She's actually not, you know, she's not acting like a hot aunt. I also like that they didn't have Uncle Ben in it anymore because I'm so sick of that storyline, seeing it repeatedly on screen. I also like Ned a lot, although it did confuse me because Ned is in the Miles Morales storyline of Spider-Man and not in the Peter Parker one. I don't know what they're doing. I'm trying to be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice. I'm also pretty sure that Spider-Man wasn't supposed to have a superhero mentor, so I'm kind of confused about why Iron Man is mentoring him. I don't know, but kind of worked because the best parts of the movie for me were the ones with Iron Man in it. Again, I don't know if that's an age thing.
But it doesn't make me feel hot, you know.
The movie was entertaining overall. I just didn't think it was better than Wonder Woman. I also didn't think that it was better than the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. That might just be a nostalgia thing, don't take my word for it. And also, I didn't really feel any real attachment with Tom Holland. It's not like when I see Tobey Maguire, it's like, that is Peter Parker. I just wish I had that feeling with Tom Holland too. Though, you know, I had more of an attachment with the guy who owns a sandwich place than I did with Tom Holland as Peter Parker. How many stars would I give this one? I say 3.5. I would watch it again, but it's that's it for my first video movie review. I hope you liked it. I hope I didn't bore you. I do want to hear your thoughts on the movie though. I always love talking about geeky shit, so hit me up.